Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing, man? It's Anelli here.
And he loves hitting here at home in Houston. And he loves hitting here at home in Houston. And he loves hitting here at home in Houston.
Guys, this is just madness. I hope that this isn't true. If this is true, then I don't know how you can trust anything that happens in baseball. This will be bad news for Major League Baseball, for everybody. So let's talk real quick. So people are starting to talk about this now because this year, 2019, Game 6, ALCS, José Altuve hits a home run off of Aroldis Chapman on a 4-ish mile an hour slider. Hits a home run to send the Astros to the World Series. Okay, and as he's rounding third base, he's yelling, "Don't rip my jersey off! Don't rip my jersey off!" He's holding his jersey as tight as he can, which is something I've never seen really a player do. And he's very cautious to make sure nobody comes near him. Right? He just keeps holding on to it. We're going to show in a second here. And now there's talk that maybe the Astros had something going on, some different way of stealing signs, where maybe they had some type of buzzing system, or he was wearing something where someone could be watching the game. Maybe it's in the video replay room or somewhere, and they're doing a little buzz for a breaking ball or something like that. Now, you might think this is crazy, right? Oh, there's no way. Here's the thing. I don't know. I mean, this would be crazy. But if you're the Astros, right, you cheated in 2017. You basically didn't listen to any rules. You just said we're going to do what we want. Why would you all of a sudden stop? Why would you stop? You won a World Series. At that point, it's like, why stop? We won a World Series. We didn't get caught. We didn't get in trouble. Why are we just going to stop? Let's just keep winning World Series. I feel like cheaters, if you're going to cheat, you're not just going to, well, look at that. We cheated and we won a World Series. Let's stop cheating. So I don't want to say they're definitely doing it, but I just think it's a little fishy that I wouldn't put it past them to try different ways in 2019 and say, hey, how else can we cheat now, right? People starting to catch on a little bit maybe to that trash banging and all that stuff. Let's try something else. And this seems like a very plausible way to cheat, okay? So let's take a look. So I'll go through the at-bat real quick. All right, first pitch here, fastball, Altuve takes it. Now, I'm trying to look to see if Altuve makes any adjustments in the box. Does he move up, right? Because if he did know a 2-1 slider was coming, your adjustments would be you'd move up in the box probably a little bit, which you wouldn't do if you wouldn't normally do against Chapman because he throws so hard. You're not going to move up in the box and get blown away by a fastball. I couldn't really tell if he moved up in the box at all. It's hard to see. You're going to start a little bit later, but basically, when you're facing a guy like Chapman, you've got to be ready for the fastball. Because if you're not ready for the fastball, there's no chance you hit it. He's throwing 97 to 100 miles an hour right here, right? And so typically you've got to sell out for a pitch, right? Now maybe he does just sell out for the breaking ball, right? Maybe he says he sees this 2-1 slider in the second air the 2-0 slider, right? He's falling behind now. Chapman's behind 2-0. He's gone 2 fastballs, missed both of them. Now he's going to come with a 2-0 slider, and Altuve takes it. Okay, so then you get the 2-1. And maybe he just did say, hey, I'm going to sit slider. So here's a 2-0 slider, right? 85. Okay. Now you're Altuve. You're 2-1, right? You've got to decide what do you want to do. Now he says in a minute, I'm going to throw it up here. He says,
you just told me you were ready for that 2-1 pitch. You were ready for that 2-1 pitch.
And in the at-bat, I want to just get a good pitch to hit. I mean, Chapman is, for me, one of the best closer I ever faced. And he throws 100, so I wanted to be on time for the fastball, but looking for something I can handle, and it just happened.
I'm ready for the fastball. I'm sitting on the fastball, but I'm ready for anything else, which is almost impossible to do, to sit 100 and still be on an 84 mile an hour slider. Now, this isn't a great slider here by Chapman. It kind of backs up a little bit. But the fact that he's all over this thing, you feel like he has to be sitting on it, right? I mean, he's all over that. That ball is smashed. So either you're sitting on it because you know it's coming. You're sitting on it because you think it's coming, and those are both plausible. He says afterwards that he was sitting fastball, and then he was just getting ready for anything else. But here's the point right here. Ready? So he rounds third. Okay, here he goes. And now right here, he puts his hand up. So he goes right there. He puts his hand up like, hey. And this is where people said they heard him screaming, don't take my jersey off, don't rip my jersey off. Then he covers his jersey right here, and he holds on for dear life. Right? So, hey, everybody, don't take my jersey off, and he holds it really tight right here. You can see him right here, holding for dear life, right? Now, he says after the game, he gets asked.
You asked the teammates not to tear your shirt. Why?
What's that?
Did you ask your teammates not to tear your shirt? Why was that?
I don't know. I'm too shy. Last time they did that, I got in trouble with my wife.
He's still holding his jersey right here. So he's still got a death grip on his shirt, not letting anyone unbutton it as he's getting kind of mobbed here by Correa, and then Bregman comes in. And then he quickly kind of peels off here, and he goes this way. And he's probably going, I don't know if he's going over to say hello to the family or whatever. And I just think this would be, listen, I don't want to say this is definite. Obviously, this is probably a little bit of a stretch. But then I think maybe not. Why would we, if you're going to bang on trash cans, if you're going to steal signs and bang on trash cans, why wouldn't you steal signs and buzz it into players? I mean, doesn't seem so crazy. If no team had cheated before, then this would seem crazy. If you said this before all these other allegations and then which proved to be true came out, then you'd say, well, that's ridiculous. But I don't know. I hope this isn't true because, well, one, like I said, it really puts a dark stain. Like it's basically like now we don't know. Baseball fans are going to think everybody's cheating. Nothing is like we never know ever again. Are these games legitimate or not? Which is really, really bad. But then you've got Altuve, who's like, his story is so incredible of a guy that basically tried out for the team and was told to go home. No, and then he came back and said, no, like I'm playing. And then they signed him for nothing. And then he wins the MVP in 2017. And then this, and he's the undersized guy, the against all odds. This just would not be very good. I really, really hope that this isn't true, and chances are it's not. But I really, really hope that this is all legitimate, and we can put all the cheating stuff behind us.